Dear friends, if you're watching this video, it means you've already registered with Coral Club and received your member number and password. Congratulations! I sincerely wish you great success. So, what can you do now with this number and password? You can log into your personal account on the company's website for the country where you live. To do this, let's start with Google. Go to Google and type it in. If you live in Russia, you type in ru.coral.club. And that will take you to the Russian website. If you live in Kazakhstan, for example, then click the button here, the down arrow, enter it here where it says Russia, again the arrow, and type it in where it says search. Now it's in Cyrillic. Kazakhstan, see? And save. I'll go back to the Russian website again. It's more convenient for me to work with rubles there. Russia. Alright, that's clear. If you live in America, you type us.coral.club. If you live in Europe, you type the first two letters of the country you live in. If it's Italy, then it's at.coral.club. If it's France, then fr.coral.club. For example, I live in Denmark, so I type dk.coral.club, and so on. So for any European country, you just use the two-letter code. If it's Britain, it's also the first two letters, even if it's not a European country. Alright, we figured that out. We've gone to the website for the country we live in. Next step. On the Russian website, you'll see login or join. Don't click join, because join means to register, and you're already registered. You should click login. To log in, you need to enter your club number and password. Enter your club number and the password you received during registration. That's it. Now I'm on the Russian website. I have my profile, and my first and last name are displayed. This is very important, because if your first and last name are there, it means you're in your personal account, you've logged in correctly, and now all the prices will show up with the club member discount. What can we do next? Let's move on to the American website and do the same procedure. Here you'll see the login. Click on login, and the same thing will pop up there. You'll need to enter your number and password, enter them, and you'll be on the United States site with access to your back office. Here you'll see your first and last name. Do the exact same procedure for Europe. Here you have login or register. You select login. This is the Italian site. There you go. I'm on my profile. My profile, my first and last name on the Italian site. Now, what do we do next? We start shopping. Click on the search icon, open your program, and start looking for the product you need. For example, if you're a beginner, you'll probably have Coral Detox there. Let's see what the search gives us. Here we have Coral Detox Plus and Coral Detox. If you don't have Plus specified, just type Coral Detox. There you go. There's a club price with a discount, and there's a product description. Here you can see more details, what it's made of, any contraindications, storage instructions, shelf life, and the country of origin. You can find all this information here about this specific product, and here you can add it to your cart. Here's the button. Maybe you need 2 packs of Coral Detox. In that case, just click the plus sign next to it. See, now the number 2 appears here, and you can add it to your cart. You do the same with all the other products on your list. Now let's go to the American website. Again, click on Search and enter, for example, Hydromax. Here it is. Sometimes it's enough to just type the first 3 letters or a few letters, and Hydromax will still show up. Here it is. Let's take a look. Same thing, club price, description. Here, for example, there's a set of 3 products. Which products are included? Here you go. Say you need 3 Hydromax, or maybe 4. Let's add 4 to the cart. Do the same thing on the European or any other website. Let's say I want garlic. Here, garlic extract has appeared. I'm adding it. Let's say I want, like, 25 or 26 bottles. I've added everything. I'll show you and explain later why I did this. We've added all the products to our cart. Now let's go to the cart. I'm going back to the Russian site and opening the cart. Here it says, Hydromax, Coral Detox, and Garlic Extract. They just sent it to me like this. Let's remove the garlic. They just put everything into one shared Russian cart for me. We'll redo it there. All right. If you see, for example, actually, this is a good example. If you notice that there's a product in your cart by mistake, maybe you didn't order it, or maybe you ordered Coral Detox but you don't need 2, just 1. Click the minus button, and you'll have just 1 in your cart. Maybe you changed your mind and decided you actually need 3 detoxes. Just click to make it 3, and right there in the cart, you can increase the quantity. For example, you might notice that a certain product shouldn't be in your cart at all. Just keep clicking the minus button until the number is 1, and then simply remove it from the cart. Or you could have just removed it from the cart right away. Now I have my detox left, with 3 items. I click on Place Order and then follow the instructions. You need to fill in the buyer's information. You need to enter your email, phone number, delivery address, and postal code. All right, let me try to fill everything out. I'm not in Russia, so my Danish details will be filled in. Here we go again with the postal code. What's the postal code in Russia? I don't know what postal codes are used in Russia, so that's going to be a problem for me. I can't select a city. What's the one for Moscow? Okay, let's try some American postal code. No, it's not working. Maybe a Russian one with 3 digits. Oh, it worked. All right. Let's pick a region. Let's say Moscow. Let's pick a city, for example, Moscow. There we go. Here are the comments. Maybe you want it to be more convenient, like having the order delivered in the evening or after lunch. So you write, please have my order delivered after lunch, or if you won't be home at that time, say, please leave my order with my neighbor or the concierge. Apartment such and such, if it's the neighbor. That's it, and make arrangements with your neighbor. In other words, any comment will then be passed on to the courier service. Delivery method, courier delivery or self-pickup. Self-pickup means you go to the office to get it. Well, we're talking about Moscow here. In Europe, that's not the case. In Europe, it's courier delivery. Courier service. We choose the options. Express delivery today. So, in Russia, this option was available. Payment method, cash to the courier, online payment, or Sberbank receipt. We choose. I always pay online. It's convenient. You don't have to leave the house, and you don't pay any extra fees, no bank commission. And I click place order. Last name and first name weren't entered here. All right, let's write it like this. Let's enter it. That's it, we're placing the order. If it doesn't go through, check if you've filled in all the fields. Okay, looks like everything's fine. Now we wait for the program to load. And it will take us to the next step. Here is the invoice with all the details: who, where, when, why, which delivery service I chose, and which payment method I selected. That's it. After that, I click the Pay button. When we click on Pay, the details come up. Oh, do you see what's happening with me? All right, bank card. Oh, I have Visa and MasterCard. All right, I'm clicking. Here you need to enter the card number, the month when it expires, and the year. Enter the 3 secret digits on the back of the card, and pay. Click the button. From this moment, you should see a sort of notification that your order has been successfully paid. On the Russian website, it looks like this. If you're on the American website, it's the same. Just quickly go to your cart. For some reason, they're not there, because I deleted them from the Russian cart. Let's quickly type in papaya. I want to say that if you're in America and your order is over $100, then the shipping is free. So now I'll add 10 jars, 11. Now we have more than $100. And now we've added them, let's go to the cart. Here we have 11 papayas for $110. I click the checkout button, fill in my information again, and that's it, then the delivery address, of course. Here I have my Danish details. The order should go to California. Comments, if you have any. Here it says delivery by courier. And who is that exactly? Here are the payment methods. C. For 2 to 7 days. Delivery is free because the order is over $100. Or you can choose express delivery. If you want it in 2 to 3 days, you pay, for example, $16. Let's say you're not in a hurry. You select free shipping, and then you have the option to pay either with PayPal or a bank card. I click on the card option and then click Place Order. Now, an invoice should also appear. And then you'll need to pay that invoice. You need to check everything carefully. Here it is, shipping information. Who, where to, when is it supposed to, which delivery service was chosen, and what payment options were available. In other words, the available payment methods. I chose this one. Now, proceed to payment. We click Proceed to Payment and wait for that section to appear again, where you need to enter your bank details. That is, the card number, the year and month when it expires. That's important. So, who's there? Here it is, card number, month, year, CVV. And who is the cardholder? For example, Angela Gandrabura. That's it. From this point, you also check the shipping and billing address and click the Pay button. After that, you'll also get a little notification. It'll say, your order has been successfully paid. That's it. Now, we just sit and wait for the order to arrive at our home. That's how you can log into the website and place your first order. I hope this was helpful, and now you'll be able to do it yourself easily. But if you have any questions, be sure to reach out to your consultant, and they will help you. All the best and good luck.